Humans, I am your herald of the gods. Yeah, come look at it. Yeah, look at it. Now look at me. And welcome back to the Culture Guys channel with your boy Mike. And my mic. I don't know, man. It be looking like dust is on the top of my mic or some shit like that. Anyway, so Batman has been delayed. Delays. Matt Reeves, the Batman 2 has been delayed. Batman, the Brave and the Bold has been delayed. James Gunn says Batman 2 basically has been delayed simply because there isn't a full script. On December 27th, Deadline reported that after weeks of rumors that delay for the Batman Part 2 was coming, WB has officially pushed back the flick's release date back until October 1st, 2027. This is the second delay for director Matt Reeves. Batman sequel in March, the superhero sequel was delayed from October 2025 to October 2026, and now it's been delayed again. Okay, so that's 2 years from now. When we'll see the release for the Batman 2. 2 years from now. You know how many Penguin seasons we can have between now and then? You know how many Batman villain seasons we can have between now and then? We're not going to get into that shit. Also, the Batman the Brave and the Bold has been delayed. That's the one I'm looking forward to, for real. Indefinitely. It's been delayed indefinitely. Let's see. Now, so let's talk about something right quick. First of all, let me say this. I don't care how long the Batman 2 is delayed. I'm not somebody that is going to be in an uproar about this Batman situation for a couple of reasons. Number one, I saw it coming. Number two, let's discuss the bigger overarching picture here, okay? The bigger picture here is, man, I don't want to sound like a James Gunn hater, because I learned recently there's a huge anti-James Gunn fan base out here that is completely still in love with Matt Reeves shit, or is just highly skeptical of anything James Gunn is doing in terms of DC, regardless of how successful he was with anything he's done prior to this. And I think it's, honestly, you could have had Steven Spielberg, James Gunn, Zack Snyder. You could have combined all them three together and said they're going to be working on the next DC movies and shit like that, and people would still be hating on it and having a problem. That's the era we live in these days, man. Everybody's just fucking doom and gloom before you ever even see the shit, simply because, I don't know, you've got a bad taste in your mouth. You gotta let that shit go, bro. You gotta learn how to let the past go. I feel like a lot of y'all are probably horrible in relationships because you don't know how to let go of the past. You know what I'm saying? Let that shit go and move on into the future. You don't know what's ahead of you until you try. So I've been of the opinion that I'm gonna give James Gunn a shot. You know what I'm saying? Until he proves me wrong. Now, he starts putting out, bomb after trash after bomb. You know what I'm saying? Then it's kind of like, okay, my nigga, you gotta get out of here. But let me focus you guys in on what's really going on here. Why do I keep making this hand motion? Pause, bro. I get excited when I'm talking about this shit. Don't take this the wrong way, James Gunn fans and James Gunn. But I don't think he really had a concrete plan. So there's a double-edged. James Gunn already came out and said that he is not going to plan out the next 10 years the way Marvel did the previous 13, 14, 15, 16 years. He's not going to take this path of, solo movie, big team up movie where they fight the big threat. He's already said he's not doing that. He's off that shit. He's just going to release shit in its own tone, at its own time. The one thing that he did say out of all of this shit, though, that I like, was he's not going to greenlight anything. Mind you, he's in charge of all greenlighting anything under the DCU right now, which is complicated because Matt Reeves is doing his own thing too. But under James Gunn's watch, he greenlights this shit. So the script, so say, for example, you have a script And he said, hey, James Gunn, I got this Wonder Woman script. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a fire ass movie, man. It's gonna be with Themyscira and, you know, a bunch of Amazons, and they're gonna be like fighting and fucking. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be like Game of Thrones. He might be like, okay, cool. But he's gonna proofread the whole script, make his changes. And even by the end of it, if he feels like, you know what, nah, I'm not feeling this, bro. Here you go. He gonna hand it back to you and be like, and then he gonna get on fucking YouTube like he been doing, or on these interviews and be like, yeah, you know, did have the fucking, I know we announced the movie, but you know, I didn't like the script and I'm not gonna green light it until the shit's right. And I like that. So for all the haters out there that hate James Gunn, he's actually doing what we've all wanted somebody to, that has these properties and these IPs in their hands to do. Be passionate about it, care about the writing. Don't just take the first script you get and just go with it and throw a budget at it just because it has Superman or Batman in the title. No, man, he's actually like, yo, if the script don't look right to me, if it don't feel right, you know what I'm saying, then it's not a go, you know what I'm saying? And I fuck with that. The problem is, I don't think James Gunn really had a plan coming in at all. You know, I think, you know, they chose him to be the head of DC Studios right now, and he's just kind of like sitting around, kind of like, you know, sipping his coffee, going on trips, playing with his new dog that he just adopted, you know what I'm saying, playing video games, doing whatever it is he's doing, enjoying Christmas and shit. And, you know, somebody throws him a script, he's like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, well, we'll see. That's kind of how I think it is. You know, he has no rhyme or reason to anything. There is not like, you know, okay, we're going to do Batman, then Wonder Woman, then Green Lantern, and then Justice League movie. And then we're going to do Superman, then Batman, then Green Lantern again, and then Death of Superman. Like, he doesn't have a plan. There's no roadmap to this shit. I really feel like he's like flying by the seat of his pants. Like I say, he's freestyling all this shit, basically. He's freestyling it. And it's very apparent because I think the reason why the Batman movie, so full circle back around to the Batman conversation. 2 Batman movies that have been already spoken about by these people that are creating the Batman movies have come out and said they're both delayed. I said this before, I say it again. Matt, bro, you are James Gunn, that's your homie. Why y'all not sitting down? How did y'all not sit down at the beginning of this shit 5, 6, 7 years ago and go, hey man, hey, you know, I'm gonna be the head of DCU, right? And then Matt Reeves is like, yo, hey, well, you know, I'm working on this Batman movie, right? How did y'all miss the opportunity to sit down and go, hey man, how about you just do the Batman movie and I'll work on the Superman and this other shit, and then we just fold Batman into my storylines, and then we can, how did y'all miss that? I could see if they hated each other. I could see if they was ops, you know what I'm saying? But they not. So what I think is happening is the Batman movie franchise started up. James Gunn finally had his vision together for how he wanted to do the DCU. He's off to the races now with Creature Commandos. He done already opened his mouth and told us all these movies that are coming, Batman Brave and the Bold and the Lanterns and Themyscira. He's got all these plans and he's got us excited, right? Because I'm excited. I'm ready to go. Let's go. But he didn't account for how those storylines are going to intertwine and be all fucked up if you got the Batman with Robert Pattinson, Penguin, here comes the Batman 2, and then you're going to release Batman the Brave and the Bold when? Before Batman 2? Right after Batman 2? Neither Batmans are the same Batman. You're going to be confusing people. I said this before. I say it again. I love the individuality and I love the idea that DC is allowing James Gunn to just sandbox this thing, create these Elseworld stories and just do what he wants to do. But honestly, even in the comic book world, there's some stability there. I know there's 1,000 different Superman comics and 1,000 different Batman comics and all these different shit, but there's still a base storyline. Why not just do a base storyline and with Wonder Woman and Batman and Superman and keep those same characters through the lives, oh man, bit my damn lip because I got big lips because I'm a nigga. through the lifespan of the this universe that you're doing. That way there's no confusion. And that's what's going on. Basically, Batman 2, they say they don't have a finished script with that, which I believe that. But then you've got Batman the Brave and the Bold, which also doesn't have a finished script. But I honestly think is that y'all gonna be releasing these two movies too close together. It's gonna be confusing the shit out of everybody. That's my take on that shit. That's why I'm gonna leave it. I think that either way, I'm excited for both because I do want to see another Robert Pattinson Batman movie, and I would love for this Penguin. Yo, the Penguins. That show is way too successful to let that universe die. I think that they should fold Matt Reeves' universe into James Gunn's universe once and for all and give us, because they're off to a good start. The DC universe didn't have this great of a start before. Well, they kind of did because of DC Jesus, Batman, but they didn't finish off good at all. Fold Matt Reeves into the James Gunn universe, I think we good to go. That's my take on it. That's all I got. Hey man, let me know what you think in the comments below or not. I'll see y'all in the next video. You better pull up on me. Don't do it for me. Do it for the gods.